To do the multi-angle dynamic standing clam, you're going to stand with one side against the wall. So the basic position here should be with your shoulder just slightly touching the wall, and the feet should be just below your hip here. Then cross your arms across the chest, and then bring the hip to the wall as well. So we want to have a slight touch with both the hip and the shoulder. Then you're going to take the leg closest to the wall and lift it off, and then place the foot and the lower leg on the wall here. The foot should be in the same line as the lower leg of the stance leg here. So with the hip slightly touching, the shoulder slightly touching, we're going to take the foot here and push it as hard into the wall as possible, also pushing the lower leg into the wall as hard as you can. And while keeping the foot in the same position, we're going to slowly move the body up and down here. So the shoulder and hip should be sliding on the wall. Really pushing the foot into the wall as hard as possible. So what we're trying to do here is mimic the landing and takeoff phase when running. So this is the basic position with the foot pointing forward. And to do the multi-angle version, we're going to take the foot here and turn it slightly inwards, somewhere around 20 to 30 degrees. Then going to the supported position on the wall again. Foot staying at the same point, the lower leg and the foot pressing into the wall. Hip and shoulder slightly touching, and then coming back up and down again. The upper body should be more or less upright. So that is with an internal rotation of the foot. Then we're going to take the foot and slightly externally rotate it, again around 20 to 40 degrees. Put the hip and the shoulder on the wall, place the foot on the wall, push into the wall with the foot and the lower leg, and then slowly moving back up again. Sliding only the hip and the shoulder on the wall. Coming up into full extension on the stance leg here, and back down. Up to full extension, and back down. So that is the multi-angle dynamic standing clam. To do a more advanced version of the dynamic standing clam, we're going to take a band. We're going to place it around the knees here. And what we're trying to do here is create some more intensity on the muscles of the hip. So the starting position is the same here. Shoulder slightly touching, feet placed just under the hip here. Then I'm going to bring the hip to the wall, also with a slight touch. Take the leg closest to the wall, lifting off the floor, bringing the foot and the lower leg to the wall here. Then I'm going to push the foot into the wall, the lower leg, and I'm simultaneously trying to bring my knee to the side on the stance leg here, so really tightening the band. Then we're going to do the same, moving up and down the wall. Foot on the wall stays in the same place, so only the hip and shoulder is sliding here. Coming up into full extension of the knee. Then we're going to do the multi-angle, so foot turned in slightly. Pushing with the foot and the lower leg into the wall. Sliding only on the hip and the shoulder against the wall. And then with the foot turns outwards, same position. Coming back up and down. Really keeping the band tight while pushing the foot and lower leg into the wall. Sliding only on the shoulder and the hip. So that is the advanced version of the multi-angle dynamic standing clam.